And then I was like, God damn it, I don't want to do that again. That makes no sense if you're listening to this or watching this later, but we had a bunch of technical issues. They're fixed now? I don't know. The chat was like screaming at us. They were like, hey, it's broken, it's not working. And then I started freaking out because, I mean, we were live. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what we do. We abandoned ship. That's exactly what we did. We just stopped it and we're like, okay, well, I quit. That's done. Anyways, welcome to Downright Fierce Gaming. My name's Josh Asensio. With me is
Brandon Akers
and
Kyle Tomlinson.
Who the fuck are you? He said for the second time in a night.
For those of you who didn't catch it the first time, I'm a local bearded aficionado of fine mustache products. One of Josh's good friends. We do a lot of karaoke together.
And butt stuff.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's implied.
Yeah. I like your second explanation of who you are better than the first one.
Yeah,
that was
the first
really
one was
good.
real. The second one was funny.
That's true. So yeah, you're probably wondering, unless we're gonna keep doing this until we get past the point where we were at. But you're probably wondering, why is this guy here? Well, when I brought Tristan and Jacob on, I wanted to make sure we had the same regular host every week. Chris is doing dad stuff because he's a dad, and Tristan is like in Spain, and Jacob is doing this. You see who that is? Do you know who that is? That is freaking Greg Miller. I forgot his name already. That's Greg Miller. That's Greg Miller. He is hanging out with Greg Miller, doing the kind of funny thing.
It's not your hero.
It's not my hero, but like I wish I was hanging out with Greg Miller. Instead, I'm doing podcasts that fall apart. Like, what if there's a chance that he's hanging out with him right now? This I don't know how long he's staying there, but if he's still there, there's a very good chance that he's hanging out with him. What if that was his first impression of this podcast? I don't know.
It'd be his second. Wouldn't Jacob be his first impression?
Okay, well, his final impression.
And judging by the pictures,
king of hugs.
Seriously,
he is the king of hugs.
So that's what Jacob's doing. Now, what we're doing is the news. I'm just going to be flustered this entire time. Completely flustered. Now, let's start with Microsoft. Microsoft sent out a survey to Xbox Live Reward members. One of the prompts was, on a scale from 1 to 5, please rate your level of interest in these specific E3 announcements. Pretty standard stuff. Now, of the 4 consoles mentioned, 3 were not surprising. So you have the Xbox Project Scorpio, you have the PS4 Pro, and the Nintendo Switch. Pretty standard stuff. And then the 4th one was the Nintendo SNES Classic Edition, which hasn't really been announced yet.
I mean, I feel like it was kind of implied, though.
I mean, well, there was a leak from, I believe it was Eurogamer, that they're saying, yeah, they're planning on doing this, and nobody had any. There's no confirmation. Nintendo hasn't said anything, and obviously this isn't Nintendo. This is Microsoft. They're different. Not a lot of people know that, but people on the inside know that Microsoft and Nintendo are different.
They're 2 different companies?
2 different companies. What? So, this isn't like a reveal. They're not, they don't have an authority here, but I feel like they know more about the industry than we do. And the fact that they're saying this is...
Or maybe they're doing some force hype. They're trying to push Nintendo into saying, oh, well, maybe people really like this. If enough people talk about it.
Yeah, no.
I don't feel like Microsoft really. I don't think that's how they conduct their business.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's going to be a little shady.
It's going to be a new way to do it.
Okay.
They're trying to make stings, all right? Okay. They got the Scorpio coming out. They got a stinger on the tail.
Yeah.
It can be that way.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thanks, Brandon. Moving on, Ubisoft is changing its logo after 14 years to a minimalist, modern, and monochromatic one. We got a picture of that, and there it is.
That looks
like
just
garbage.
Like half my tattoos, completely unfinished and just outlines.
I don't like it at all. Like, why?
It makes me think of was it Nevermore? This old studio.
Oh,
they had their logo changed a few times.
I think I know what you're talking about.
They mostly made like RPGs for PC, and their logo, it started out as something really similar to that, and then it became this weird like chaotic eye looking thing.
And
but
are you talking about Neversoft?
Neversoft.
Thank
that's
you.
it. Yeah. It's like Nevermore. That's like the Raven.
Neversoft.
Because Neversoft also did Clay Fighter, didn't they?
Did they? That sounds right.
I don't know. Maybe. Sure.
They did a lot of games.
So that's the thing. They evolve. Like logos typically evolve. This looks like it's a startup. Like
Yeah.
I mean, for the people who can't see it, you know, I understand this is a little bit difficult to understand, but like, it's plain Jane just dumb. That's exactly what it is. It's plain Jane dumb. All right. I'm also very distracted because I cannot for the life of me pull up chat, so I have no idea what people are saying about it. It's probably nothing good. Moving on to Sega. Sega has given Sonic Mania a firm release date for August 15th. Now, for those of you who don't know, Sonic Mania is, they're bringing back the 2D Mario in a collection called Sonic Mania that will feature the original games with updated mechanics and graphics. It's going to cost $20. It's going to be available on the PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Now, they offered that deal, and there's actually a better deal out there. If you take your $20 and light it on fire, that's fantastic. That's actually a way better deal, and you should probably do that if you're thinking about spending money on Sonic Mania.
Wait, so they're bringing 2D Mario?
They're bringing that back, and look, the first level was awesome. The first level, the first stage, the Emerald, whatever, that was a great level. After that, garbage. The lava level, all that stuff, doesn't make any sense. I don't like Sonic. And I don't know why people... I'll tell you exactly why people love Sonic so much. It was the people who... they chose Sega over Super Nintendo, and then they got all butthurt when they see like these amazing Mario games coming out, and they're like, well, no, Sonic is good. I have a lot of fun with Sonic. Like, no, you didn't. You were lying to yourself. It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
I think you're going to be in the minority on this one. Sonic's
I am not a minority.
Super popular genre. It's just like the last 6 games have been all hot, steaming piles of garbage.
Oh, no, they are. No, don't get me wrong. Like, the 3D stuff was garbage, but there was that one for the Dreamcast I liked.
Sonic Adventure?
Yeah. No, wait, was that the one? Yeah, it was Sonic Adventure. Yeah, that was fun.
Sonic Adventure was great.
That was fun. And then they tried too hard to go in that direction.
Yeah.
I liked the cartoon. That was pretty much the extent of Sonic that I liked.
Was the cartoon where they finally established that he liked chili dogs? I never really understood how that became a thing.
Yep. They actually put story and value to almost everything in the comic cartoon. Comic.
They probably made a comic.
It's a thing.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
It's marketing. Of course they did. It was the 90s.
That's true. All right. Sorry, again, I'm going to be very distracted. This is going to be a god-awful episode.
It's my fault. It's okay.
It is. It absolutely is. From all the technical problems
Kyle's Gremlins.
to... Yeah, exactly. Now, let's move on to Shenmue 3. Not going to be at E3.
Meh.
No. Maybe it could have been at... No, I was going to say maybe at E2, but that makes no sense. That's really dumb. Probably should have just kept moving on. Developer EastNet. I don't know how to say his name. Yeah. YS is his first name. Net is his last name. EastNet wrote on the game's Kickstarter page, we have been receiving questions from our backers regarding our plans to participate in upcoming game shows. While our schedule has yet to be finalized, we'll be devoting June to game development and as a... Wait for it.
Page changer.
I did that right on the mic so that way people know why there's silence. As a result... We'll unfortunately not be participating in any game shows, so I guess no E3, no Family Feud for Shenmue 3. Not going to happen.
I'm not really surprised by that.
I laughed so hard when I wrote that. I laughed so hard. They said they're not going to be any more game shows, so I said...
No more Family Feud.
And then I'm like, so no Family Feud for Shenmue 3. Am I right?
Yeah. I hear jokes get better when you explain them.
Well, you know what? At least chat's working now. I could see it. Sweet.
Maybe they like the joke.
We just lost 4 followers.
Yeah, we totally did. I don't get the hype behind Shenmue. It's been so long. Like, why do people care about this game? I don't. I actually, we were talking about this before, and I was asking them, like, do you guys know anything about Shenmue? Do you like Shenmue? And we all kind of have the same thing. It's like,
what's Shenmue?
I mean, yeah, I know what it is, but I don't really care. Okay. So, you know what I do care about? Segue. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Had an interesting week. Publisher Square Enix decided to let go of their developer CyberConnect 2 and switch to internal setup at Square. Project lead Naoki Hamaguchi nailed it. Stated that while development was moving forward with external cooperation, Square Enix has decided to shift to an internal studio, including mass production and quality, because we want to control everything, including quality, on a stable schedule. So it sounds like they were way behind. I mean, they announced this game a long time ago. It doesn't really even sound like this game should take that long to make. So it sounds like they're...
Why would it not take that long to make? They literally
I'm not-
expanding the entire universe of Final Fantasy VII.
Well, I'm not saying it's going to take, like, you know, that it shouldn't take more than a year. Like, yeah, maybe a couple of years, but they announced this a while ago.
I mean, it's not just like an engine or graphics update. They're making a completely new game, and also it's the exact same story.
I thought they were using the Final Fantasy 15 engine.
I don't believe so,
where did you
no.
read that? I haven't heard that at all.
From the playtesting, didn't it look almost identical to Final Fantasy 15? Or am I just making that up?
I think you're making that
I don't
up.
know.
I'm pretty sure
you know what,
I'm really good at making facts up. That's
true.
If I'm
just
right,
like MLB
let
The
us know.
Show.
Hey,
He
that's-
told.
that's
Did you see
over
that?
with.
He was telling a bunch of
Over
people, like, how do you feel about MLB Show being the last baseball game?
It's done.
Because he took something I said out of context. So I bet you somebody was like, you know what? We're doing with Final Fantasy engine. Hey, Final Fantasy 15 engine. Awesome. Anyways, so now CyberConnect 2. Mm-hmm. I had to look this up because I have you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah, I had no idea who they were. They're known for the Dot Hack games.
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah, those are great games.
And the Naruto games.
Well,
Both really
mostly good.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, some of them were garbage, but so that's kind of weird because I mean, the studio, they were pumping out games like every year. I mean, you know, they're building on the same engine, sure. You know, maybe they're, you know, doing a new engine with Final Fantasy VII Remake, but you know, they were pumping out games pretty freaking quick. So it makes me wonder what's so complicated about this remake that is delaying everything, and to where Square Enix had to go, hey, look, we got it. Thank you, CyberConnect 2, which is a dumb name for a company. Thank you. We got it from here. Thank you. No. Bye. Great talk, guys.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure you were done. Sorry.
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to jump in. I was like, please, bail me out of this.
No, I feel with Final Fantasy VII, especially the remake, being such a large anticipated title, that Square should be 100% on that. They shouldn't let anybody else touch it.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
It's their baby. It's what they've had. And
Agreed.
That, I don't understand why they would let anybody else even touch it in the first place.
Well, they've been working on other things. Other things.
Yeah.
I would
Other
imagine it
stuffs.
was probably an issue of manpower. They didn't have a team of the quality that they wanted for the output, so they probably tried to push it off on another company.
They should have
And
red flagged
And when they
everything else.
decided that they weren't giving it the attention they wanted it to have, they took it back.
I'll tell you one thing, too. I bet you this means that it's going to be a long time before we see anything from Hitman. I bet you.
Oh, yeah.
Square Enix, yeah. They just let IO go. So,
Yeah,
they were probably going to do that internally
they said
also.
it was going to be episodic, and then...
Yeah, so they're going to probably focus all of their energy on this because they can't screw this up. You can't screw up Final Fantasy VII. Like, you're not allowed.
Yeah.
That's not okay. You will never be forgiven.
No.
Okay. So EA teased the setting for the new Need for Speed game with a picture of a car peeling out. Actually, we got that. You know, maybe I should have... Oh, well, we don't have us. Okay.
Bye.
Well, we're back here, I promise. We're here. So they had this image, it popped up, and... They're like, oh, you know, this is the new setting for the Need for Speed games. And somebody took down the contrast, and as you can kind of see, you've got the Space Needle over there. It was either the Space Needle or, and I have it right here, the Stratosphere Tower in Las Vegas. Now, here's the thing. It's one or the other. Not 100% sure. It really looks like the Space Needle. But I can't really imagine that announcement be like, all right, guys, Need for Speed has always pushed the envelope when it comes to extreme. And this year, we're taking it to Seattle, Washington. Yeah! Bitches! Like...
Why couldn't we have the audio feedback for that?
I don't know. Yeah, bitches! Like, who cares about Seattle? What could possibly be fun about racing in Seattle? What does Seattle have other than...
It's misty.
Or Washington, I
There's
mean.
lots
I mean,
of trees.
there's some rain, some cows.
Do they have cows?
Well, I mean, they have, they have
got
cows like off
coffee.
on the side. Outskirts of Seattle.
I don't know. I think Need for Speed...
Nirvana said something about cows. I mean, I'm pretty sure I
they
remember
did.
that.
Need for Speed in Vegas, though, would be pretty dope, I think. Okay. Now, Take-Two, which is Rockstar and 2K's game parent company, and they just bought Kerbal Space Program
pretty fun game.
It's incredibly fun.
it's a
I
good
haven't
game,
tried it. I'm not smart enough to try it. But if you don't know what that is, it is an indie spaceship building and launching simulator that has realistic physics and has been a big hit on Steam. So a lot of people were worried that, okay, well, this is Rockstar and 2K, like they own those companies, and so you have this massive company just buying this little indie thing that people are so fond of. A lot of people were worried that they would kind of take creative control over, that they would, kind of try to make it theirs, make it, the next whatever.
Like Microsoft with Minecraft.
Oh no! Well, hold on. No. Like Microsoft with the Minecraft, how?
I mean, everybody was terrified when Microsoft was first purchasing Minecraft.
Oh, I thought you were saying that they screwed it up.
No.
Oh, okay.
If I was trying to talk about like a developer purchasing a game and screwing it up, I would say like EA, because every game EA buys blows ass.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's true. I thought, because that's the thing with Minecraft, like nothing changed really. I mean, it got faster development, it expanded. I mean, it was the publisher that Mojang needed. That's Mojang, right?
Yeah.
That they needed to push their game forward. So, Senior Vice President Michael Waraj. That's Waraj?
Wars.
WOROSZ. Wars. Oh, Wars. Well, he called Kerbal Space Program a new long-term franchise. Now, I never thought that would ever describe Kerbal Space Program.
No.
I mean, how do you... It's kind of very basic. You make a ship, you launch the ship,
it's
ship
not that
goes
basic.
like that, and then it comes back.
It's pretty in-depth, actually.
Yeah, you can actually establish... you can make space stations.
I guarantee you that they're
know
going to turn this into like a full education thing. Like,
That's awesome.
Well,
if they take it and build it up the way that I think it would go, I think it's going to be more educational software, game-like.
I'm in
than
full
anything
support
else.
of that.
And if it does that, it's going to be huge because all the schools are going to buy it. It's going to be the next robotics.
I mean, if you have that in a science class, I can absolutely see that working out. But they did say that they were going to bring some DLC. That they're working on DLC right now with historical events. Probably going to skip over the. What was the
Challenger?
The Challenger.
Yeah.
Might want to skip over that one. But or maybe, hey, let's find out what went wrong and maybe not let that teacher die. No, but they're going to do historical events and things like that to be educational. And I mean, this sounds great. And also the Squad, which is the name of the company. And again, terrible name, Squad.
I mean,
no.
It could be worse. It could be Squat.
Okay, I guess Squat would be worse. So the current Squad said that this doesn't change much for the KSP community. Squad and current development team is still here, and we're hard at work on KSP and its future updates, but now we're going to be fortunate enough to do so with the help of an experienced publisher like Take-Two. Now, to date, KSP has sold over 2 million copies, so good for them.
I'm hearing, hey guys, we're still going to be here, but now we actually have some real funding. So
we can actually make a better game.
I'm super excited to see what comes out of that.
Yep.
Yeah, especially from Take-Two. I mean,
nothing but positivity going.
Exactly. It could be the next Virtua Tennis.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Or Virtua Fighter 5.
Could be.
I love that.
So, now it's time to talk about Nintendo.
Yes.
I'm looking at you, Brandon. Nintendo...
Flagging out how awesome they're going to be with the Switch.
Okay, well, check this out. So Nintendo has delayed the launch of its paid online service for the Switch to 2018, but the company did release the pricing plan for the service. So for 1 month, it's $4, $3.99, but that's how I look at things. That's how everybody should look at things. When it's a 99, round up. Don't let them get in your head. So for 1 month, it's $4. 3 months, it's $8. 12 months, it is $20. The service includes an access to a compilation of classic game selections with added online play, including games like Super Mario Bros. 3, Balloon Fight, and Dr. Mario. No word yet on future
really
SNES or N64 games.
I'm sorry, I keep cutting.
Yeah. What?
Well, I'm really excited about that. I want to see how they're going to add a multiplayer feature to Super Mario Bros. 3. Outside of taking turns in the level.
I imagine it would be taking turns. Yeah. That's all it would be.
That's not as exciting as
didn't they do something similar, or I could be thinking of a ROM project, but something with multiple players and it just followed player one, the camera did?
Yeah. I've seen that it's a ROM, it's definitely an emulator.
Yeah. And that's super fun. Like it's chaos, absolute chaos, and super fun.
Well, I mean, I'm super excited for this compilation just because this is kind of what like PlayStation and Xbox does, where for a fee you get a couple free games and then you get the online. Being able to go online and do competitive stuff. So the fact that they're including the games with that's what I'm excited for. That makes me more likely to buy a Switch just because I know I'm going to get extra games on top of that. Now, a representative from Nintendo did say that the classic game selections, which is a tentative name right now, is going to be different from the Virtual Console, and that its schedule for selling Virtual Console games is still undecided.
Okay.
So,
there's still time for them to change their mind and come to the fact that they need to do that.
I mean, I think that I would actually... I'm getting very close to buying a Switch. I think that the final thing is going to be Virtual Console.
Waiting for availability still?
I'm looking for titles. That's what I've been looking since the beginning. I am not going to... No, it's not, because you can buy one right now. You can buy one right now.
Okay.
Go online. Mm-hmm. You can buy one. I looked because I was curious. I can buy one.
Okay.
So, I don't want... I need the titles, and now once they add Virtual Console now... Once I get done with Breath of the Wild, I could take my Switch on the go and I could play some Blast Corps. I could play some Majora's Mask. I could play
so the
other
titles you're
games.
looking for is like relaunches of what's already been out.
Just something to play on the go that I will enjoy. I don't want to play Spelunky. I don't like Shovel Knight. I'm good.
You don't like good games? Is that what I'm hearing right now?
I'm not saying that they're bad games. I'm just saying that they aren't for me. So I want to play something that I enjoy on the go. And there's a lot of games for the N64 that were great, a lot that were garbage, GoldenEye, and games that I would love to go back and play again. And
that was just a precursor for the best game on the Nintendo 64.
But it was still a garbage game.
Perfect Dark was a good game.
Perfect Dark was awesome, but it is garbage now.
Yes.
That's just because it needs to be updated.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That's a great idea. Maybe they should make an updated Perfect Dark game.
Absolutely.
That's a great idea.
Hey, I'm just saying.
They should do that again.
I mean...
Because it went so well the first time. Did you play it?
No, I never played it.
It was awful. It was so bad. It was really... It was Zero.
Perfect Dark Zero. That was it.
Yeah. What a terrible game.
That was one of the games where my friend around the corner his parents bought him the game, and I went over to his house to watch him play, and I didn't want to take a turn.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's really not a good game.
No, but that was also still on 64, right?
Perfect Dark Zero?
No, that was 360. It came out for the 360.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, was it ported over to the 360?
No.
Because, I mean,
it came out for 360.
Okay, well, maybe that was like
360.
half the reason.
No, it was still a garbage game. I mean, it doesn't excuse anything. Like, you could have put any face over it. It could have been GoldenEye. It could have, and they did that too for the Wii. Remember that?
Yep. I remember when they brought the Wii back.
Yeah, that was not a good time.
No, that's what happens when you try to make games out of garbage games. Just make a new game. Just make a new one. I don't know. So moving on, after 11 years in development, this isn't sad news. This is going to sound like sad news. It's not bad news. After 11 years in development, the PlayStation 3 has officially ceased production. End of an era. It is gone. Can't get a new one anymore. Well, I mean, you can, I guess, until they run out. But so yeah, this isn't sad news. This is inevitable. I thought it'd be nice, though, for a main talking point to go over the list of best exclusive, and originally it wasn't exclusive. I was just going to go over all the best games that came out there, and I get done with the first year. I'm like, okay, there's like 35 games here. I need to let's just do exclusive games. So the best of the exclusive games that have been on the PS3 since it launched November 11th, 2006. So it launched that year with Resistance: Fall of Man. Did you guys play that one?
Oh, yeah.
That was a fantastic game. I bought all three back to back when I got my PS3 and just loved it.
Yeah, great games.
I thought it was very, very solid.
Resistance was awesome because it increased the number of people that can play versus each other at the same time. It was the first time that we went more than 8. And that was awesome.
So, December 14th, MotorStorm. Now,
MotorStorm was...
Was it good? I don't know.
I mean, it's a racing game.
I've heard of it.
On ATVs.
I've heard of it, and I looked up the review, and it was like a 9 out of 10.
At the time, it was like a fun game because you were just off-road in the desert, racing each other.
Okay.
but it wasn't like anything amazing. It wasn't Mario Kart.
I gotcha. Nothing is though. Nothing is. Crash Team Racing maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Now, if they want to remake that, I'm fine with that. This whole Crash Bandicoot remake, no, keep it dead. Let it die. But Crash Team Racing,
Banjo-Kazooie, 2017.
Ukulele just came out.
that's true.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But
Same team.
and are you thinking Diddy Kong Racing?
That one should no.
Oh, that's so much better than
No.
Mario Kart.
Only if
It's
they
so much
don't
better than Mario
include
Kart.
the
flying.
clock.
The clock.
The clock character that you had to do the time trials against in Diddy Kong Racing that literally cheated.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was not a fun
You know
part
what's
of the
funny?
game.
I didn't own that game, but I played it in every dentist's office that I wanted to.
Wait, what?
I don't know if this was a thing in Jacksonville, but when I was a kid, like every
I didn't go to
dentist and orthodontist office that had like, you know, for like kids and stuff, they all had N64s on them. No?
No,
Was the South Florida
I've
thing?
never had that experience.
Okay,
before.
well-
My dentist office had wooden blocks to play
Yeah.
with.
Stuck on those metal
I
rods,
was
you have to, like,
playing
Yes,
Star
exactly
Wars
that.
Pod Racer. Like, okay, I mean, it helped with the pain.
Yeah, your dentist was awesome.
Yeah.
Go to the
So
dentist all the time.
that's basically it for the first year. For 2007, well, I mean, that's because it launched in November, but 2007, June 14th, Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Now, the last Ninja Gaiden game I played was African American on Xbox.
Gotta be PC, guys.
You
Come on.
know, come on. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black on Xbox. I never played Sigma. Did you guys play Sigma?
Which one
did.
was Sigma?
I don't know, but there was two.
Sigma was the one that when you get to the last boss, you just want to throw the controller and make it shatter into a million pieces.
No, that's every.
Was that the one where the
Ninja
last
Gaiden.
boss was literally in hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that game a lot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gameplay was great.
Yeah.
Fun game until you got to the final and you're just
I'm
done.
I put that one down for 2 years. I was playing it on my modded Xbox,
Oh, lucky.
and I put it down, like it just didn't even load up the game for 2 straight years, and when I came back to it, I beat the last boss in one shot.
Nice.
I don't believe you.
I believe it. I believe
I
it.
literally had to look up combos because I couldn't remember how to play the game,
fair enough.
and literally spamming one combo beat the boss. It was silly.
Another fun game, September 12th, Heavenly Sword.
Oh yeah,
Great game.
great.
Uh-oh, Brandon, what?
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
like it?
it was incredibly short. High rise. It put a female protagonist, which was awesome.
With awesome hair.
Awesome hair.
She had pretty cool hair.
But I felt the game was incredibly linear. And then
Well,
they
I
tried
mean,
to
it's-
they tried to make a movie out of it too, if I recall.
They did?
I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that.
Was it U-Bowl?
I don't remember
It's probably
watching
U-Bowl.
it. I just remember
It's
seeing
probably
it.
U-Bowl. That jerk.
Somebody fact check me.
Yeah. October 23rd, Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction. That's the only Ratchet and Clank one I included in this because the rest got 7s. But yeah, that's cool. November 19th, the start of one of my favorite franchises ever. Can you guess which one it was?
Gecko?
No.
Because that came out on the PlayStation.
Yep. November 19th, 2007.
7.
Is it going to be Dark Souls? Or Demon Souls?
Nope.
Okay. Because that would have been amazing.
Just to save time, Uncharted.
Oh,
Uncharted,
yeah.
the
I'd say.
first Uncharted. Drake's
not so
Fortune, which is about the rise of rapper Drake, where you send late night texts to Rihanna and try to make a lot of money.
was
after
that before or after Degassi?
Degrassi,
Degrassi.
whatever.
Well,
yeah.
whenever it was-
It was
That was after.
It takes
during.
place. It takes place at the end of Degrassi, and it's his rise to rap stardom.
Wasn't he in a wheelchair in that show?
I don't know. Maybe.
Something like that.
I don't watch those shows. June 12th, one of the best games ever made, Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. Great game.
Very good game.
Fantastic game. October 27th, Little Big Planet. Yeah.
Fun little party game.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was incredibly successful.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It was this
sold a lot,
completely
but-
different, like happy-go-lucky, fun game for the family. And
Yeah.
they sold millions and millions
But
of
mildly
copies of
dark.
it based on that. Oh yeah, no, it had like super dark undertones.
It was definitely, yeah.
But at face
Wait,
value,
wait,
it was
how?
happy enough for people.
I don't know the story. I didn't know there was a story.
Oh, there's
Are
no
they-
story. It's
are they
literally you
children's
just go
souls?
around to different planets. Like there's nursery rhymes where you do Humpty Dumpty and it's womp 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 and it falls apart and it's like
How was that
not
dark?
happy.
Yeah, I mean the game itself.
I mean, maybe
It-
twisted, maybe dark.
Well, I mean,
that's why I
like-
said it's dark.
Oh.
I
You
said,
think, like,
I said it was
you're-
oh,
mildly
you did
dark.
say
I
dark.
said mildly dark like
I
a
thought-
thousand times.
Whatever. I'm not listening. I
did
don't
say
ever listen to you when you talk,
mildly
Brandon.
dark.
yeah.
Okay. Well, kind of like what you call it, like the guy made Beetlejuice, Tim Burton, like a Tim Burton
There you
movie. Okay, cool. I'm down with that. I'll play a little bit. Oh I'll give it a shot. We'll see.
I mean,
worth it.
You should. Everybody should try it once.
It was on. It was actually on a PlayStation Now free game, so I got the third one.
Oh, good job.
Never played it.
You should.
Nah.
Absolutely.
November 4th, Resistance 2 came out. The second one, Dose, dropped a big deuce. February 5th,
Here's my game.
2009. Don't cheat, don't look.
Don't cheat,
You gotta
don't
be
look.
surprised. Demon Souls, 2009, February 5th. Never played it.
What?
Never played it. Yeah.
Is arguably, in my opinion, I thought it was 1,000 times harder than Dark Souls.
I agree.
Really?
Everybody says Dark Souls 3 is the hardest one, but they've never played Demon Souls.
Dark Souls 3 isn't that hard.
Yeah, because they like baby cake you through the whole time. They're like, here's a checkpoint, here's a checkpoint, here's a checkpoint.
Okay, well let me ask you this, because the only one I've played is Bloodborne. Where's Bloodborne stack on all that?
Yeah, middle of the road.
Middle of the road?
I would say it's
Cool.
better than Dark Souls 3.
Oh,
are
no,
we
no,
going
no,
on
no.
quality?
Difficulty.
Yeah, middle of the road.
Yeah,
it's
middle of the road.
right
Okay,
there
cool.
with Dark Souls, the original Dark
Yeah.
Souls.
I was gonna
Bloodborne's
say,
right
because
on that level.
I couldn't beat it, but I got pretty far. I learned the dance, but then I just got frustrated and quit.
So Demon Souls was Atlas before Dark Souls came out. Dark Souls
You
was.
know how I feel about Atlas.
Oh, dude, play Demon Souls, and your whole view of them will change.
Nope.
Even if you don't like the.
Now I
streaming
won't
thing.
play it because
No Super
Atlas
Dodgeball Advance for you?
made it. Nope. I didn't know that was a thing.
That was the first Atlas title I could think of.
No kidding.
Pretty good.
All right. So
Yeah,
that was so weird. If you're watching the video, all of a sudden I just pull this from underneath. I pull this paper. Anyways, okay.
So if you're
So
listening to the podcast, I pulled this. What is this?
yeah, I never
Just so you
explained
guys
it.
can't
I
see what
pulled
this
this
is. I
out.
pulled
I
this
pulled
out.
this out. I just flopped it right on the table. It was a list of names and words on paper.
It's a Blazing Saddles reference. That's what it was.
This
I
is a
like it.
weird
Right?
episode.
We need to come
This is
in
such a
a couple more
seriously. I like it. It's a very weird episode. February 25th, Killzone 2.
25th?
The Dose. So I said 25th.
No, you said 5th.
I said 25th.
Fifth.
February 25th.
5th.
25th.
Okay. Like.
May 26th, Sucker Punch game came out. Do you know which one?
Nope. I never played any of the Sucker Punches.
Yes, I bet you played this one.
Oh yeah.
Is it called Infamous? Yes, it is.
Oh, Nike.
He talked to himself.
Yep.
I never played that.
You've never played any of them.
You never played Infamous? Oh.
Nope.
Infamous was actually
It's so good. It was
very,
really
very
good. Yeah.
I wouldn't say the final one was as good.
I mean, it was
they-
a launch title, so I mean, they were trying to
Wrap it
bring
up,
people,
and it
bring
kinda-
people in. And
There was a game that came out on Xbox. I think it was called Prototype.
Prototype.
Yeah,
One of
which,
my favorite
was
games
like
ever.
right on the same level
I
as
love
Infamous.
it.
Like they were trying
But
to
way
market
better.
it like the
It was
same
way
type of
better.
game. I love that game.
Significantly
And I just
better.
never bought Infamous because I played Prototype instead.
That's
Fair
fair.
enough.
That's fair. Did you buy Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 on September 29th, 2009?
I can guarantee I didn't.
Yeah, me neither. I never played it. I didn't know what it was. Now on
You didn't know
October...
what Ninja Gaiden was.
Well, I knew what Ninja Gaiden was, but I didn't
Okay.
know what Sigma or anything like that. October 13th, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves. Yeah.
Somehow breaking the curse of sequels being worse than the first game and actually being better, in my opinion.
Assassin's Creed beat that before Uncharted. I think. When did Assassin's Creed 2 come out? I feel like that started the
I
trend
mean, that was
of
there.
the second
It
one being
happened.
better.
It was a game.
You don't think Assassin's Creed 2 was better than 1?
I mean, it's
do.
better than one, yes, but
Okay, yeah, that's all I'm
I'd-
saying. That's all we're saying.
okay.
Okay.
So yeah, they improved.
Okay. 2010, January 26th. Now, it didn't get a good score, but I want to talk about this MAG. You guys hear about MAG?
I remember hearing of
MAG?
it, but I don't remember what it was.
I
Okay.
remember that.
So this game came out, and you can fight. They had these matches with 256 online players.
Yeah, I
It
remember
was a
that.
first-person shooter, and it was so much fun. It was so cool, like having this many people on there. And
Isn't that the same time Warhawk came out?
no, Warhawk. That was PS4.
I thought that was PS3 because you could
What am I thinking of? Not
you could
Warhawk.
fly
I'm
around
thinking about or something.
in planes as well as be on the ground. It was like the huge epic battle of 256 people too.
I know because this one won an award for having so many, the most
okay.
online people. So this one definitely held that at least for a little bit. But here's the thing: on January 28th, 2014, the online server shut down.
Wow.
So since it's online only, you can't even play this. I have it.
Damn.
I still have it. It's in my game collection. If I were to put that in, nothing would happen. Like, I spent $60 on this game, and I cannot play it. There's no single player.
I mean, you'd see the load file, right? Like you'd be able to see the splash screen where you can say.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm
connect
not...
on.
Okay, well, it's not going to go, nope, you can't play, and then just turn off my PS3.
Cannot find
Like,
servers. Please check your internet connection.
Yeah, it's going to blame me.
That makes me think. Is there any way for them to make custom servers? And
Oh yeah, you could absolutely. I don't know if you'd be able to set
patch
up.
him with the PS4. I mean, that would be the question. Or
I mean,
PS3.
if you hardlined it, yeah, but you'd have to have a way that lets the PS4 communicate with your router to navigate specifically to a server.
a firmware, right? It could maybe happen. Hopefully.
I'm sure someone out there that knows a lot more about servers and TPP settings than I do could figure that out.
I like turtles. I'm sorry, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
My
Just
favorite
all
color is
flew.
green.
So, like a lot of MMOs on PCs and stuff like that, people will get tired of playing on the paid-for servers, and they'll make private servers of the game.
Yep.
Generally, they'll get the open source code, they'll run a server, people can log into it, they have a dedicated machine for it. I'm wondering if somebody's done that for MAG.
I can see that. I just don't know if it being on a console would make it a little harder.
Oh, I'm sure it'd be, but it would be something to do with just the boot loop or bootload on the original PlayStation. I mean, it's a Linux system. You could backdoor it.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
there you
okay.
go, nerds. Get on it. That's all.
Invite nerds onto
do it.
It's
podcasts.
called Yellow Dog.
No, I'm not saying you guys are nerds. I'm saying, hey, internet nerds,
Oh.
get on it. Go do that. Make that happen so I can play MAG.
So he's not wasting his $60.
You know, I
From
mean,
a
it's-
decade ago.
Yeah, seriously, it's appreciated value the second it leaves the store,
less than
right?
5 years.
So February 18th,
Yep.
one of the best games when it came out. It's fantastic.
God of War?
Heavy Rain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So good. So good. March 6th actually was Heavy Rain. That was the game where there was a video that I think we shared on our page where he just kept failing. He like failed every prompt. And so it just turns into the most funny chase scene you've ever seen because the guy just keeps falling, but it never fails. So he's just like falling over everything and chickens are flying everywhere. And I'm just making no sense. So March 16th, God of War 3 came out.
Oh,
Yeah, that happened.
I need to quit jumping the gun.
November 24th, Gran Turismo 5. Now, I don't really play racing games. Do you guys have anything to say about that?
It looked real nice at the time. We'll go with that.
Okay.
Cool. Then Forza came out.
Gran Turismo was actually the only series of racing games I ever enjoyed because it's more like they're actually emulating real life. Like they get so super serious about every minute detail in that series.
Like how cars
That's-
actually turn, not like in Burnout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
See,
physics,
that's why I
the
didn't
physics
like
in
that.
GT games were always real strong. I loved it.
Burnout's such a fun game.
It's that, and
No, that's what I
Initial
said.
D.
I
love
like
crushing
Burnout.
people.
I like Burnout because it doesn't have realistic physics, and
didn't-
that's how I want to drive.
You didn't like Initial D?
I like all the D. I have no idea what you're talking about.
And initially it was an anime, and then they turned it into a game.
Okay.
That was an anime about racing cars that they made into one of the best arcade games ever.
I've never heard of it. Ever.
Oh my god, yeah, you actually like get a little hard plastic
I
license
always get
to
a little
play the
hard
game.
for a little D.
You get a little hard.
Yeah. Sorry, my chat's messing up again. We might not be able to do viewer questions. We got to keep moving though. January 11th. Nope.
Games.
Numbers.
2011, January 11th. DC Universe Online. Now this is one of those games that I included on here that did not have great scores. It actually got like a 7 or so.
That
But I
wasn't
love that game.
exclusive.
It was.
Was it exclusive on release? Is that what we're saying? Or
Oh, that's right.
That
No,
was
that
on
was another
PC.
thing.
Because that
it
was
came
on
out for
PC. I played
That's
it on
how I
PC.
cheated. Sorry.
That's where
So
it
no,
all
it
came
got
from.
good scores. It got good scores, but it was also released for PC.
Okay.
That's why I included that.
Great game.
I knew it was one of those.
Yep, games, they happen.
January 18th, Little Big Planet 2.
Hey, that's my birthday.
Yeah. February 22nd, Killzone 3. June 7th, Infamous 2. September 6th, Resistance 3. October 28th, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. That's where Drake goes back to that place.
Yep, it's an island.
No.
That's like 90% of what he does.
No. Oh, my God. I messed it up again.
Wait,
What's the high school? We were making fun of the rapper.
Drake?
oh, Degrassi.
Degrassi, whatever. Worst episode ever. They just get worse and worse and worse.
Eventually, we're going to have some sort of relevant
Eventually, we're just going to say, like, video games are cool. I love
Remember that one time with the character?
No!
that did that thing?
No!
Random reference to
Okay, we gotta
reality.
stop. We really gotta stop. October 28th, which is also the same date I just said. I'm glad it got a retail release, so we can actually announce this one or mention this one. Journey Collector's Edition. So it was digital only.
I have no idea what this is.
Neither do I.
Journey,
Nope.
Yep.
Nothing.
Cool.
not like the band.
Not
Uh-huh.
the clothing
Well, I mean, like
company?
the band,
Don't
same
stop
spelling.
believing.
Not the clothing store?
Journey.
Wait, are we talking about shoes? Like, which direction?
Journey.
Yep. Don't stop.
No!
No, that's karaoke lyrics.
How do you
Sorry,
guys not know about Journey? It's like one of the best games ever made.
I mean, no.
Oh my
Yeah, I got nothing on this one.
Okay.
Obviously,
well, look it up.
never played Elmo's Letter.
Effing Google it. 2013, June 14th. Face Kicker said it in chat earlier, even though I have no chat up right now because it just keeps messing up. The Last of Us. The Last of Us came out, and it was awesome. December 5th, Gran Turismo 6, but nobody cares. 2014, November 26th, Little Big Planet 3, who cares? Now, the very last game, the very last great game.
The last game.
That was kind of exclusive because it also came out for PS4. September 15th, 2016, Persona 5. It came out for PS3 also.
So, that would be the last game that come out for the PlayStation 3?
Yeah.
Was Persona 5?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not the last game. It wasn't the last game that came out, but it was. I
mean, that would have been amazing if we ended it on that list.
Yeah, that'd be a great epitaph for the PS3.
Right?
Like on their gravestone.
Everybody else is developing.
Persona 5.
We made it to Persona 5. All right, let's get
meanwhile,
on to
Microsoft is still
the
kicking.
less structured part of our show, which is viewer questions. So I think chat's working now. It might be. It's not crashing anymore, which is nice. So if you have a question in chat nope, there it crashed. Right there. Sorry, chat. You should have gone on our page, facebook.com/DownrightFierceGaming early and comment your questions under the
We had a couple
thing.
of those.
We did. Actually, I wrote those down. So
I wanted to do one, but I didn't know if it'd be cheating because I was going to be on.
No, you could have. Well, what's your question? What's your question?
Oh,
for us?
I've lost it now. It was a week ago.
All right.
So-
well, damn. I thought you wanted to talk, but
No,
okay.
I just like sitting in front of phallic objects.
All right. Well, our first question comes from Mark. He says, "What franchise should never be touched again?" I will actually, unless you guys can think of one.
GoldenEye?
Yeah,
James
that's
Bond?
a pretty good answer. Well, no, because there were some good
James Bond?
There were some good James Bond games that came out. James Bond
I got you
James that
totally
came out.
Thank you.
I'd say Sonic. Yeah, Sonic. 100%.
Wow.
Sonic.
I mean,
Kill him. He needs to die.
I can say...
Don't
want
come
more
back.
Sonic games.
I don't want any more.
I can agree with that only because they've completely butchered it.
The last few have been messes.
I fixed it. I fixed the chat.
Oh, I totally thought you were getting excited because I
Fix the
finally
chat.
agreed with you.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't even listening. I was trying to fix chat. I fixed chat. If you have a question, you can ask us. I don't even know if we're done talking about the last question, but I'm gonna move on. Which Call of Duty? Nico wants to know which Call of Duty was y'all's favorite. Modern Warfare 2, hands down. Yeah, absolutely. What about you guys?
Call of Duty. After that, it just kind of went downhill.
I only ever played the original Call of Duty.
On PC.
Really?
Only one I ever played in the series.
Okay. Wait, original
Well, I mean, I played the
Call
other
of Duty
ones,
1.
Call of Duty. Yep.
The Call of Duty.
Nope,
The one before 2
just
where they
Call-
actually made it really, really good.
So the only one I ever played was Call of
No
Duty.
kidding.
Yep.
I have Modern Warfare 2. We should play that. Okay. Well, we have a question from Devin Wade. He goes, "Why should I start playing Uncharted?" Well, Devin, let me tell you. I want you, sit on my lap, son.
I got a soapbox for you.
I'm actually going to
So-
let Josh say this because I've never played a single Uncharted game.
Missing out.
You're fired.
Oh, I know, right? And it's not even because I hate
What?
the concept. I'm really actually excited about it. I just
It's so
never
good.
have time
Okay.
to sit down and play it. 'Cause
It
I'm playing
is.
everything else.
It is one of the best. I'm not going to call it the best, but it is one of the best story-driven games, action-wise, like ever. I mean, it plays out like a movie when you're playing the game, when you're watching the cinematics.
Also,
It
like
plays
Resident
out.
Evil 4.
I mean, kind of,
Good.
yeah, but I mean,
Best Resident Evil.
it's the Indiana Jones game everybody always wanted and never got, and that's why there can't
Wait, I
be
thought
an
it was a
Indiana
male
Jones
version,
games. Good
Tomb Raider.
lord. Good lord. Brandon.
I'll stop talking, okay?
Yeah, well, you can start talking when you play the game.
Oh, good.
Jeez Louise.
I think
this
you
isn't the
actually-
conflict I wanted.
I think this is something that was touched on the last episode that I watched of the podcast. I don't know if these are released sequentially or not.
every week. Mondays.
Okay. So last week's
Mondays on
episode.
iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, and Google Play.
Where was that again? I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you through your laughter.
I don't know, man. I'm losing it. I got so drunk last night, and I went on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DRF podcast, and I think something just snapped in my brain because I haven't been the same afterwards. I don't know. There's no end to that story. Well, you know what the end is to that story? Right now. It's happening live.
It's good timing.
So anyway,
Yeah.
he should play Uncharted because...
You should play Uncharted because it is amazing. That's it. That's all I have to say about that.
Quality.
Now, here's some questions that I stole from a more popular podcast. If you could only have games from one publisher, who would it be? Rockstar. What about
Square.
you? Square?
Or Atlas.
BioWare?
Pick one.
I know.
Ooh, BioWare.
I'd take Square. They have one of the best diversity of stories and concepts. in my
Honestly, if BioWare just made Baldur's Gate for the rest of my life, I'd be happy.
opinion. Fair enough.
Just over and over again. Just keep releasing those games.
All
right.
That could be a franchise that should be retouched.
I'd still play it if it was on the Infinity engine. I love those games.
I never played Baldur's Gate.
Oh God,
Forget
get it.
things.
The enhanced edition came out on Steam last year, and it is amazing.
I'll tell you what. I'll play Baldur's Gate. You play Uncharted. Oh, no. Modern Warfare 2.
Deal?
Okay. That's it. We have a deal. What would be your final meal? I would have a steak, medium rare, 8-ounce steak, medium rare, and escargot, and rice pilaf. That's my last meal. What's your last meal, Brandon?
I'll have the poo-poo platter.
Sounds like doo-doo. That's seriously what our podcast is devolving into.
Just poop jokes.
Kyle?
I would have a plum floating in perfume served in a gentleman's hat.
Nice.
What scent of perfume?
Lavender.
Eau de toilette. Yeah.
I love that toilet water.
And the poop jokes come full circle.
When you play a game, do you try to get all the coins, trophies, etc., or do you just try to beat all the levels? So I used to do that when I didn't have a job and I like one game would have to last me forever. I would try to 100% every game I possibly could because I needed to make that dollar stretch out. But lately, no, I just try to beat it, get through it, and then I'm done with it. What about you, Brandon?
I've never been a trophy whore except for Donkey Kong Country. For
Yeah.
some strange reason, I had 121% that thing. And I
Yep.
heard 127 is the top that you can do, but
Sounds about
I've never
right.
proved it.
The only game I've ever 100%ed, and I was sitting there, I'm like, I want to get everything out of this game, was Batman Arkham Asylum. Like, I wanted to explore every freaking corner of that game.
I can accept that because there's a lot of story in that game.
Yeah, great story. That reignited my love for Batman. Like, I
Which
always
is also
loved
another game that I've
Batman.
never played.
God, it hurts.
How do you
hurts
even?
so
how
bad.
did you?
So
How
Donnie,
did you
Donnie is
freaking
supposed to
lie
let
your
me-
way into this podcast? How did you sneak in to our little community of gamers?
I played the
You
Underground
play
games.
Persona 5, like that.
I still haven't
that's
played
it.
Persona 5.
Oh my god! Well, actually, neither.
I've
have I,
never played
so-
a Persona game.
Yeah, neither have I.
I've
right,
played all the
still.
other ones. I've just never played 5 yet.
You gonna tell me you've never played a Metal Gear Solid game?
Well, speaking of Metal Gear, nice segue.
Well, no, Kyle still hasn't said his
Oh, fair enough.
his thing.
Oh, I do
ahead,
both.
quick.
I always run through the storyline once and then go back and get everything.
Fair enough.
All right, what were you gonna say?
We had 20 questions, and Metal Gear was an exclusive, but it was actually.
Oh, yes,
on
we need to talk about
Nintendo.
this. Okay, we need to clear the air right now. So the game was Metal Gear Solid, which is different from Metal Gear. Metal Gear 1 and 2 are not canon with the Metal Gear Solid storyline. Yes, it uses some of the same characters, it uses some of the same locations, but it is not canon. It is not canonical. It does not go with that story. When you look at the timeline for Metal Gear Solid, it goes I don't remember.
All over
Metal
the
Gear
place.
3, Metal Gear Solid 3, 4, something like that. I don't know. But so when I said that it was the first in the series, in the Metal Gear Solid series, yeah.
So even though the main protagonist is Snake in Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2.
Okay, so and let's look at it like this too. If the game was Duke Nukem, if I told you that the first game came out for, actually, well, I guess they both came out for PC. But did you know that Duke Nukem came out in 3D and it was a side scroller? Most people don't know that. They only know Duke Nukem 3D because nobody cares about Duke Nukem if it's not in 3D and talking about titties. So not a lot of people know about
Fair
Metal
enough.
Gear
Fair
and
enough.
Metal Gear 2. Did you even know that there was 2?
I didn't know that was Metal
Okay,
Gear.
well,
Metal Gear
still,
2.
I'm just saying, like, not a lot of people knew that, so that's why I feel it's not necessary to, especially with, the Duke Nukem thing, too, because that's where the story starts. If there were, sequels. I mean, there kind of was to Duke Nukem. It starts with 3D because that's when the real game started. And the same with Metal Gear Solid. Which, again, Metal Gear Solid, not Metal Gear.
Okay.
So, sorry, I just had to nerd out. We literally lost 2 viewers with that.
I'm not surprised.
We literally lost 2 viewers with that. And probably the people I just, like, bashed. I'm like, hey, listen, you jerk. Okay, don't test me when it comes to video game. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know the games I played. Get off my channel.
Not Persona 5.
Anyways, I would never talk to people like that.
I hope someone clicked over just for that. and then
We actually
Nope. We did. We gained a viewer when I screamed at the camera.
The internet
Welcome
likes
to
when you hate
Downright
it.
Fierce Gaming. Next question.
And we lost them again.
What's the game you want to get a patch or remake for the PS4? Speaking of Metal Gear Solid, I would like those games to get remade into PS4 games. That would be fantastic, especially 1. 1 would be really cool. So
Metal Gear Solid
remade, yes,
or Metal
that's
Gear?
what I said. Metal Gear
Because
Solid.
you said Metal Gear 1, so I was just confused.
I might have. I don't know, man. I don't
It's okay.
know.
Game that I'd like to see remade would be actually Legends of Dragoon.
ooh, yeah, good choice.
Such a great storyline, amazing characters, heart-wrenching plot, just
Yeah.
everything perfect of a JRPG at the time.
Yeah, no, I'll get. I
Most
can't
underrated
find any holes in that
JRPG by
argument.
Square Enix.
Oh, that's good. What about
I was actually going to say Shadow Hearts, but since you said Legend of Dragoon, which is so close to it, I'm going to go with Medieval.
Ooh, that's a good franchise
that'd
that
be
needs to
dope,
come back.
Right?
Yep.
Both
That's basically-
both quality games.
I mean, we got For Honor, which I've been playing lately. Oh, I forgot. We skipped right over what have we been playing. We'll come back to that.
Medieval?
Yeah, isn't that just like medieval fighting and stuff?
No,
No.
You're
What is
a
Medieval?
reanimated skeleton who was a knight, and there's some plot that I don't
it-
remember.
it
It's
would
kind
be
of
like
nebulous.
It's not a game I...
Incredibly
Oh, okay.
fun games.
Chivalry? Is that the one I'm thinking about?
Chivalry, yeah.
Something. There's like a game where you go around and you're a knight and you just
Yeah,
hit people with
that's
swords.
Chivalry. Yes,
Okay.
the whole description for the game I was given before buying Chivalry was just an inordinate scream, because that's half the gameplay. It's just yelling at each other.
Okay.
That's quality right there.
Let's get to one more question, and then we're gonna do what we've been playing.
Ooh.
Let's do.
Devin Wade's got a good one there.
What is
Breath of Fire.
it? Oh yeah.
I would like to see Breath of
agree.
Fire.
Let's do this one.
3.
Good.
Redone.
What
Just
what
Breath
two
of Fire 3.
games? What 2 games would you love to see a crossover made from? Now I'm gonna say Grand Theft Auto and Mario, but not in the way you're thinking. Not an open world Mario. I want a side-scrolling. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke. I'm like, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. I don't know. Actually, ooh, there it is. I got it. Grand Theft Auto just for the open world part, and no, even better, Horizon Zero Dawn and Pokemon.
I could see that. That'd be fun.
Right?
That'd be great.
Come on, dude. Agree with me.
No.
That'd be
No,
fantastic.
I like that. That would be incredibly fun. Going around catching all the jangly metal guys,
Yeah,
giving them adorable names that don't make any sense.
that's true. What about you, Gigantor?
Well, I'm not a huge fan of crossover ideas, so
Oh, that's right. We talked about that with your disdain of.
as long as it's
the
not
Keyblade.
messing with a story or a universe of a story,
Oh my God.
then I'm okay with that. We can Smash Brothers. Hey, great crossover. I like it.
I'm gonna go with Chrono Trigger and Skyrim.
Done with you. Oh. Are you just talking about playing Chrono Trigger on a Skyrim engine? Because
Pretty much,
that's
yeah.
acceptable.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I want Chrono
That would
Trigger
be
to
cool.
exist now. That's pretty much.
Okay.
I want remake
So,
that game on.
I don't know if you know or
Skyrim.
not. E3 prediction: they're gonna finally bring Chrono Trigger back to the Switch and the Virtual
That's what he
Console.
threw out there. Yeah.
That's my goal. That's my hope. That's
Maybe.
my dream.
That'd be great.
So let's move on to what we are
Me and Moto
playing.
do it.
I tried this game Typewriter. It's basically this side-scrolling puzzle game, kind of like an Inside, kind of deal. And I gotta say, I wanted to bring this up because it was really annoying. I love it when a game teaches me something. Like, it is amazing how much of history I've learned from Assassin's Creed. And I learned all about World War I, facts I had no idea about from playing Battlefield 1. But this game, you can tell they're going for that. They want to teach you about the history of the written word. I'm like, that is so cool. But the only way they do is you go through these things and you collect a little icon, and then it'll just pull up this like Wikipedia entry of all this information, and it's like, look, learn now game. Yeah, go ahead and have fun. Now learn. Look at it. Look at the words. Like
That sounds like Destiny. And how you got all the storyline, you got little links, and you had to click on the links to read about the actual story of the game.
I mean, not really. It's just, like a document would pop up. That's how you learn. But if they can somehow teach you through the gameplay, that would have been so cool. I feel like they just kind of screwed up with that one. And then now I've been playing For Honor, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I really like it. What about you, Brandon? What are you playing?
I have Little Nightmares on my computer, and I haven't touched it yet, but it's there, and I'm really excited to play it. This week's midterm, so I didn't get a lot of game time.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that did not answer that question.
I was going to say, this isn't what are you hoping to one day play. This is what are you playing?
Uncharted. I'm hoping to play that.
Okay, cool. So, Kyle, what are you playing right now, bud?
I actually just last week purchased a game. I'm a huge whore for roguelikes and indie games, and I've got turned on to a new one, newer, by a single indie dev named Mad Jack McMad. Put out a game called Dungeon Mans. That just kind of makes fun of a lot of your traditional RPG tropes.
Okay.
And is incredibly fun. It's actually on sale right now at a half price on Steam, and I've probably put 40 hours into a week. Like, it's
I will probably pick that up.
crazy
check it out.
good.
That actually looks...
I like roguelikes.
And anything that makes fun of something is kind of fun to me.
Yeah. Whenever I stream, that's all I play is indie games, and Dungeon Mans is at the top of my list right now. Like, it makes me want to start streaming again, just so I can
Oh, you
show
stopped
it to
streaming?
people. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no
start
plugging
again. Yeah. Okay, well, now we're going to move on to video game 20 questions. That is where I have thought of a game. I prepared it in advance. I have all the information right here about it. They have to guess what the game is using yes or no questions.
Have you practiced at all?
Oh, I didn't
questions?
even prep. Oh, no, but you've listened to our episode.
I was going to say, I've watched the podcast. That's as much practice as I have.
So you know the good questions to ask.
Yeah.
I can either answer yes, no, maybe sometimes, or I don't know. I have to Google it.
Be careful.
Be careful with that one, yeah. Start.
Was the game published before released? I'm getting coached already.
It's okay.
So, released before January 1st, 2000.
No.
Okay.
So it's a recent game.
No, that's not.
January 1st, 2000.
You said, was it published before 2000?
It released.
No.
Released.
Oh, no.
Released.
But, I mean, we always make the joke about recent, and then we're like, but that was 16 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
It's half my age.
All right, what do we got, guys?
All right, so since high school.
2000 and on.
Is it a PlayStation 2?
Xbox 360 Wii.
Yep. Wii.
Yeah.
PS2 360 Wii?
No.
Okay.
Is it current gen? Well, current, not counting the Switch gen up.
Hold on.
Well, Switch,
Don't look.
Switch
Don't
gen
look.
would be...
So like Xbox One, PS4,
Okay.
and I guess Switch is going to be Nintendo's entry into that gen.
Well,
so
I guess
yeah.
no, well, Wii U was, because Switch is supposed to
There you go.
for
Yeah.
the-
So Wii U.
Wait, real quick.
Uh-huh.
Name the console generation again.
The
Do the console
PlayStation 2,
generation. Yep.
Xbox 360.
Those two do not belong in the same
Okay, so it's
console
X-
generation.
So it's PlayStation 2 and Xbox.
PS2 and Xbox?
PS2 and Xbox.
Yeah, because Xbox came out in 2001 and PlayStation came out in 2000.
Yeah, so this is the same generation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
guess
the
that
answer
was-
to that is no.
Okay.
Now
So
that we have the correct
Parameter
generation.
set. Okay.
Yeah.
So with that huge clue, it is probably in the Xbox 360 lineage.
Which is actually what I just asked. So
Oh, cool.
Cool. I'm gonna count it.
I
Three,
did-
that has to count.
that
man.
was the next
I
gen
gave
I
away
asked that.
so much. I
yeah,
gave away so much. So yeah,
That's
okay.
fine. Okay, so it's on the Xbox 360. Got it.
It is on now. What now? Yes, it is on the Xbox 360.
That wasn't a question.
Good. We totally missed that one.
That's
Good.
four.
Point out that
That was not. I did
That
not
is
ask you that
four.
question. You gave me an answer.
Yep, that was your fault. You slipped.
So that's three.
We're going for every angle to beat the record today.
By the way, the record is now 13. I thought it was 15.
It is 13.
It's 13.
The very first time that anybody won was 13.
No.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the first,
Yeah, that's
first
true.
one
Yeah,
was-
it's right. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It was with Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, good
Yep,
game
that was
though.
Nowak and Tristan. No,
No, Novak and Brian, our executive producer.
Second plug or 15th plug of the night.
All right, so 360. What do you think we want to go with? Single or multiplayer?
That's a good question. I love that one. Is
Yeah.
it a single player?
Was it a single player game?
Does it have single player or is it exclusively
Single player, I guess would be the question to ask.
That would be the better question.
Yeah. Is it exclusively single player?
No.
Okay. Is it a fighting game?
Define. Actually, well, yeah. Define fighting
Is it a
game.
combat style game?
That is
that's-
way more
That's a
vague.
bad question.
I'm sorry.
Do people get hurt in this game?
Well, a fighting game would be like Mortal Kombat.
Is some
Tekken.
people gonna die?
So yeah, like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter.
like a fighter.
Yeah.
It is not a fighter.
Okay.
Okay, so made him think. So that'd be some sort of like brawler style, or
Maybe it's a game that has a lot of the focus is on short bursts of fighting and then more plot in between. Something like that.
it is multiplayer, right?
Oh wait. What gen are we in? PS2?
Nope, Xbox 360.
Okay.
We don't know if it's an exclusive, but we know that it was.
I
on
was
the
just about to
360.
drop Shadow of Colossus right then.
Yeah.
Well, no. If you guess the game
And
and,
you're
get it
wrong.
wrong, then that's
Yeah. Okay.
Is it co-op?
yes.
Okay.
Does it have co-op? Yes.
No.
Is
I meant,
Would that be?
I was looking
is
for-
co-op distinctive between hot seat like side by side same?
couch co-op? That's a separate. That's a separate thing.
That is a
ask.
separate thing
That's
to
a
ask?
very specific thing
Okay.
to ask. So you asked if it has co-op. It does have co-op.
okay.
Okay. I don't know if I'd want to waste a question on that. I was just curious if that was.
No, I understand. Well, but with the 360, it would have both. You could do online or couch
True.
in most situations, like in Gears of War, for example.
True. Let's see. So we've got Wii U. Well, I have 360. Well, I don't know why I keep wondering what system it's on.
It's a 360 game that has multiplayer capabilities.
That's kind of brawly or fighterish.
I would assume, because I asked Fighter and he had me clarify.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure.
Don't try to defend yourself and your
I don't
clues.
know.
How
I should've drank more
about
Red Bull? That's what I should've done.
how about a universe question? Like, is it set in the real world?
There you go. I like it. Ooh, wait, hold on. Is it open world
Is it an open world game? That could be.
or a sandbox style?
I could see that, yeah.
Is it an open world game?
Is that what you're,
open-
I don't know
is
who you're
open world
looking
and
at because
sandbox?
you're like looking in my
I-
direction,
yeah,
but
I
I
like
can't.
that.
Well, I'm asking. Is
Let me
open
be back
world and
here.
sandbox the
Let me
same
be back here because
I like-
Kyle,
Yes.
is it open world and sandbox the same thing?
I feel like those in my head are mutually.
Okay. Is it an open world sandbox?
It is an open world game.
Crackdown.
60.
Is it an exclusive?
That's a great question.
It is not.
Okay, so it's not Crackdown. Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, so that's 8.
Or
At
Saints Row.
10 questions, they can opt to take one of your questions if you want to do something in chat and ask us a question. If it's a good question, then I will pull that out. I will offer it to them, and they can use that. But they can only use one.
I don't know if we should level it down to human, or male, or do you drive?
I feel like
Which one do you think would gain the most ground off of? Probably if you drive in the game.
I think driving would probably be.
Is there a
cut
driving
out the
aspect in
most.
the game?
Yes.
Okay, so that puts it down to like Grand Theft Auto style,
9.
Saints Row.
Saints Row style.
Because topically enough, it was starting to sound a lot like Prototype or Infamous for a second.
Yeah.
Which we were just talking about, but
Can you customize your character in the game?
good one.
I can't really answer that specifically. Well,
Why not?
you know what? How about this? Yes, but be careful with that one. I mean, I can answer that. Yes, you can, but be careful with
I
that.
got a question for you. Are we going in the right direction by thinking it's Saint Row?
Just be careful with that one. Be careful because
Okay, so we know there's driving.
you
we know it's
may
open
be
world,
upset
so-
about how I answered that. You may be upset.
An
I don't
open
know.
world driving game in which there might be aspects of your character
Now
you can
that's
change.
10, by the way, guys. That's 10.
and fighting, yeah.
And fighting.
I mean, are there zombies in the game? No, Dead Rising was only exclusive for the Xbox. So
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Because I only played it on PC, so...
Well, Microsoft.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Could be.
Because that could limit the
You do drive, like, golf carts in that, right?
I think in the second one you do. I don't think in the first one you do. Is it a franchise? Is there sequels?
Are there sequels? So I was really worried about this one.
Are there continuous?
No, hold on.
Okay.
There are no currently released sequels.
No.
I'm saying it
Okay,
weird.
so it's in
I don't
production.
care.
You're saying it weird because is there
it's in-
spin-offs, but there's no sequels?
Well, I mean, I can't answer,
Yeah, but no.
there are no.
Currently released is what he said. Then that verbiage would imply that it might be in production right now. So think of...
Might be. Again, might be.
Saints Row or Grand Theft Auto?
No, Saints Row had 3 sequels.
Yeah, but nothing in the last 3 years.
That wouldn't matter.
The
would
question
that
was, are there any sequels?
Are there any
period.
Right, but he said that there's no.
There are no sequels.
Oh, there are no sequels.
There are no sequels, and there are no currently released. No, actually, that was the thing. There were no
Currently in
currently
production.
released
Okay.
sequels.
Yeah, so it's got to be something in which people have been speculating about a sequel then. Mm-hmm. So think about an open world game where you do a lot of fighting and drive.
Crackdown. But again, well, Crackdown's not exclusive if you want to include the PC.
I'm just gonna save you time. There was a sequel to Crackdown.
Oh, that's right. There was Crackdown too.
I'm just gonna save you time.
So
Just gonna
I
save
would've
you
been-
time on that one.
God, I hope this is a game I've played. And
This is where Tristan would come in, because Tristan would like gather my last 5 clues and then be like, "It's
That's
Baldur's
true.
Gate."
Just randomly out of nowhere, just like, yeah, I got it. I knew it the whole time. Actually,
Shit.
Damn it! Why do you got to be in Spain, you bastard?
We've got 2 more to go. How's the chat looking? Anybody have any good questions?
Yeah, do we have any?
No,
Help us out.
nobody's asking any questions.
All right. Hey, chat, love your help. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Anybody want to know, or let me know what time I just swore? That'd be.
Yeah. Oh,
that-
did you say 1, 2?
No, all I said was bastard.
Okay, that's fine. No, but
Okay.
he said the S word, and I can't get
Did
out
I?
of chat. Yeah, I can't get
Wow,
out of
I didn't
chat.
hear it.
I can't get out of chat, or it'll crash again. So I can't look at the timer. So I'm like trying to look really closely at that. I can't say that's like about an hour.
Anyway, moving
Sure.
past the time of the swear
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
All right, I need you to ask a question. 'Cause
Come on, we're at
like-
11.
I'm
you could still get this. You gotta ask.
right,
okay,
so
to
it's a
beat the record, you're gonna need to ask one question that just really brings you in there. Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then you'd have to take a chance, really.
Co-op possible game
Well,
on Xbox.
Co-op open world is going to lean to a Saint Row-esque game, but doesn't have a sequel.
That's tough. I'm trying to think of.
Something like Driver, but Driver had a sequel, but that was PlayStation.
I mean, you don't really. There's a lot of other kinds of questions you could be asking.
course,
without
just trying to think about what
I'm just
would
saying
be relevant.
without specifying.
But then again, well, no.
Just things to eliminate like a wide range of games. I would say, what separates a Crackdown from, a this or that. I mean, again, I'm not saying that you're close at all. I'm just saying, just guiding you into.
Into Crackdown.
Yes, exactly.
How about something like nah, not talking to you.
Yeah, get out of the way, Josh.
Something like
Back here.
something gameplay oriented. Let's think like well, it's all gameplay oriented. Fuck me. 2. That's me again. Yep, love it. So I'm thinking like a question like, do your actions have consequences regarding the plot?
That's a good question.
Because in games like that, like think like Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs, your actions had a lot to do with the plot.
I
But
didn't play
think
Sleeping Dogs.
good game. But like Grand Theft Auto, what you do doesn't really change the plot. You're still gonna get the same story out of it no matter how you play.
That's true.
So you want to ask that?
Do you have plot deciding choices?
I heard him.
Yeah.
What he said.
That question.
I am 99% sure. No, your actions do not affect the plot.
Okay, so the
I'm
story-
99% sure.
Story's on rails.
If
God,
anything,
Carlos,
it
360.
is.
Don't
it
have
is
that
very
level
small.
of expectation for games.
Shenmue.
so you're
We were
at
just
12.
talking about
I know,
Shenmue.
but that was
You're
Dreamcast.
at
Those
12.
were revolutionary.
Yeah,
System before its time.
Let's do it.
it's true.
12 questions.
Candle in the wind.
You could really only tie for the thing now.
We could
'cause you're
tie
really
it,
not
but
closer, yeah. So bring it home.
No.
Yeah, we
Wait.
should. Oh,
Well,
How do you feel about something like Kane and Lynch?
co-op,
Yeah?
story-driven, very linear. PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Was it exclusive?
we didn't say exclusive. We didn't ask exclusive.
Right, but I mean,
no, yeah.
he said,
you're
he said
asking
it,
if-
you did.
He said it was on the 360,
No, you.
and I did ask if it was exclusive. It's not
Oh.
exclusive, but it was
Yeah.
It was on 360. Kane and
Okay.
Lynch was exclusive to PlayStation.
Was it really?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I can't recall.
I literally only owned a 360 for Gears of War and Unreal, and Dynasty Warriors 5 because it was really fun.
Lubu.
All right, we gotta wrap this up, guys.
I got...
Can you play as different characters?
Yes,
Oh, that was a dumb question.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good question.
That's a very good
Well,
question.
yeah, but I mean, Kane and Lynch, you can play as two characters.
Oh, okay, so
fair enough.
yeah, but freaking shut up. All right.
I'm
13.
running out of questions.
I mean, maybe about story. Asking about story or gameplay mechanics. I feel like I say this every week.
Yeah, no, but gameplay mechanics,
We've covered a lot of mechanics.
You know it's open world.
Yep. And we know
That's
that
like all
and
you
we
know.
know that you drive.
You have the
Like you
have
could
the
drive.
capability
That's
to
it.
drive
That's. I mean,
and
you don't have
change
it.
characters apparently.
You don't have it cornered. You don't. Know everything.
Do you play in a modern setting?
Yes.
Okay. That doesn't have. Are there zombies?
Yes.
Ooh, that's
Is it Dead Rising?
no,
No, don't.
That's not a question. You are not asking that question.
Come on, I still.
There are sequels.
And you play
Again,
one
like I
character.
swear to God, I was just gonna take it away from him. Like, you know what? No, it's not Dead Rising. You lose. You get nothing.
Good day to you, sir.
Say to you, sir.
All right.
Okay, so a zombie flavored game in current day.
If you guys want, Mark asked the best question,
Let's hear it.
and you can take it.
What is it?
Is the color purple a major feature in the game? Yes.
That did nothing for me.
Think about it. If he's asking what I think he's asking,
Is the color purple a major feature in the game?
you know what? Here, I'm gonna take that one away. I'll just.
I'm sorry. That,
I thought that was. Never mind. I just realized that it is kind of vague. I think Mark knows what game I'm talking about, but just put that out of your mind.
Mark,
put
do
that
you
out
want to
of
ask
your
a better question that's probably going to be more.
mind. Oh, now,
catered
no,
to us?
now that I answered that, no.
but that does nothing for me. I can't think.
Okay, forget that. But there's zombies, there's driving, and open world. I mean, there's not that many games. You can guess it with the next one. You can absolutely guess it with the next one.
Yep.
We can.
Co-op, multi-console,
Multi-console.
Zombies.
single player, and co-op.
Oh, wait, but no. You said no sequel, so it can't be Left 4 Dead.
Oh, Left 4 Dead doesn't have vehicles.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Come on, guys, you're right there.
You're
You're right there. There's driving.
Yep. There's zombies.
There's
the color
zombies. No, forget purple. Forget purple. Oh my god.
How many questions I got left?
You've got 5 questions. You got 5 questions.
5 questions.
You know, it sounds kind of a lot like Last of Us.
Okay. But Last of Us was an exclusive to PlayStation.
Was there co-op in Last of Us? Oh,
No.
it wasn't exclusive?
It wasn't
Oh,
exclusive.
sorry, I play everything on emulators. I'm the worst person. The worst.
That would have fit super good if you didn't ask the co-op thing because
I don't think there's co-op,
but because
right?
there's a sequel about to be made. There hasn't been any sequels now, but yeah. Oh my god, you're right there.
Yep.
This has got to be so frustrating for people
It
who know what
really
it is.
It's so frustrating.
Like, I bet people,
You
people
know
watching
so
who
much.
know what it is.
You know
are just
so
like,
much.
"Ha, you idiots."
Is it MIDI? No.
All right, nail down the mechanics of the game.
All right. How about something about the plot? Let's think about questions that could define the plot for us. Maybe that'll
it's
help.
zombies.
Well, yeah, but like we could ask a question about what the end goal is. Like we could figure that out. Like, or if even there is an end to the story. Because it's sandbox, it might just be one of those games where you can endlessly run around killing zombies in your car that's purple.
You can totally ask a question, man. I've gotten to the part where I'm just like,
Yeah, brains off. All right, so
I didn't play a lot of zombie
in your
games.
co-op driving zombie killing game that's open world, is there a definite end?
Yes.
Darkness? Nope, Darkness had Darkness 2.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's a
that was
really
a
good game.
great game. The
It
Darkness,
was just a good
fantastic game.
Every time we bring
Based
up
on
a
a
game,
comic, it was
Yeah.
just like it was really good.
you play as
Darkness
the
2
Darkness,
is better.
and the Darkness is
And the Darkness is voiced by the lead singer of You Want It All, But You Can't
like
Have It. It's in your Faith No More.
Thank you. I was like, what? Every time I hear that song, I'm like, the name of this song is epic. Can't ever remember the band.
Yeah, Faith No More. So, anyways, we gotta wrap this up, guys. 16 questions. It's a zombie game that is open world.
Yep, and you're gonna
Released.
shoot, and you're
It
gonna
came
drive.
out for the 360. There's like nothing else other than this game.
Well,
There's, like,
except
nothing
for
else.
Left 4 Dead. There's
Well, what were you
Was
drive?
Left 4 Dead open world?
no. It was
Yeah.
Esk.
The Esk? No, it wasn't even Esk. It was
very much your stage.
very linear.
I don't know any zombie games that are open world.
Other than like,
You guys are killing me.
so it's a modern setting.
Does the title start with a? No, I was gonna say T, but that's still gonna be too.
No,
big.
we're not. No, we're not doing that. Though.
The anything.
Yeah, you can't do that. All right, gameplay mechanics. I'm telling you, gameplay mechanics.
Okay.
There's one question that you can ask that will lock it down.
Do you
100%.
play third person?
No.
Okay, so it's a first-person.
Open world game.
With zombies. Are you kidding me? A first-person
Am I gonna feel like an idiot? when
open
we finish
world
this?
zombie game
Yep.
with co-op.
Black Ops, but you don't drive in that.
Oh my god!
wait,
there it is.
No.
No, why? Come on! No, you can't look on there. Don't cheat. Chat's going away for a second.
Aw.
But chat might have a really good question for
Chat,
us.
I guarantee you everybody knows except for you guys. There's no way!
Chat, does anybody know what this is?
Good lord!
I mean, come on, I'm getting a lot of yeses here, and I still have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, same. I feel super bad about this.
You know this game. You have to know this game. Everybody
Well-
knows this game.
So it's on multiple platforms. Was it on PlayStation?
Are you asking that?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that helps you.
Well, because I mean, multiple platforms could have just been Microsoft exclusive and PC.
I
PC would be
guess. Yeah.
multi-platforms.
I guess. Okay. That's true.
We've
That's
had that
That's
happen.
valid. That's valid.
So the answer we got was there are no sequels currently in production. That doesn't mean that there are no sequels. So maybe.
No. He said there is no sequels, and there
well,
are,
if it-
and there are none in production.
But if it was the
No,
last,
I
in
didn't
a-
say that. I said there are no currently released sequels.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
That's
it
all
could
I
be the
said.
last in a series.
That's all I said.
It could be the last in a series of games. So if there was a game that didn't have a sequel come out after it, then it could be that. So if it was like whatever 2, then could be that.
cool. So it's a whatever too.
Oh,
That's not helping me.
usually I'll tell you guys this. I usually don't do sequels in games unless it's significant. Like if I might do Super Mario Brothers 3, but I'm not gonna do like
Then
Left 4 Dead 2.
Then I will say then, because my original question was, are there sequels in it? As in, or is it a franchise? Are there sequels? And you said there's no current ones, but there would still have been sequels.
No, there are no sequels that have been. Okay, so The Last
So
of
there
Us.
are no sequels.
Is there a sequel to The Last of Us?
No.
No, but there is going to be. It's been announced.
Okay,
It's
but-
exactly like that. Exactly like that.
So it is a game that's been announced.
No. Oh my god! Oh my god! No, I'm saying it's exactly like that. So you wouldn't say that
In this game,
that there are sequels.
in this game, if you were bitten by a zombie, is that a death sentence
No.
immediately? No.
What game are you thinking about? By the way, that's 19.
Well,
You got one last question. If you don't get this, I swear to God, I cannot believe this is happening right now.
I sure am about to.
Yep,
fail.
I'm totally gonna lose.
I've got nothing for this.
Come on, we gotta wrap this up.
Oh.
This train wreck of an
Was
episode.
what was that game where you,
Oh.
like Dead Island? Is that the name of the game? Where you're first person zombie killer? You wash up on a beach.
Sounds good.
Was it called Dead Island though?
I think there was a game called Dead Island. I never played it, but
It was definitely a co-op game. You could.
are you on an island?
Yes.
Is it Dead Island?
Jesus Christ, yes.
That took me forever.
How did you forget about Dead Island?
Such a
Never
good
played
game.
It was such a great game, and
Never touched it.
they kind of announced a sequel in like 2009. It's been taken forever. We don't know anything about the sequel. It's had standalone expansions. Dead Island Riptide. So that
Yeah.
wasn't a sequel, it was a standalone expansion. That's why I focused on that one so much, because there have been other Dead Island games, but they were not
Where did
sequels.
purple come from?
Purple, because it's an RPG, and there are items with different qualities,
Rarities. Oh, right,
So
yeah.
purple was, you want to get the purples because those were the rarest.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, released September 6, 2011, developed by Techland. So if you asked if they were American, they're not. They were in Poland. Published by Deep Silver in Germany. Released for PC, Mac, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. It is an open-world survival horror action role-playing game.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of things. There hasn't been a sequel, delayed until 2018 at least. Riptide is a standalone expansion. It was remastered on May 31st, 2016 for the PS4 and Xbox One. Game takes place on a fictional island in July 2006, which is weird. They only went back 5 years. That was it. Got great scores. You can pick multiple characters on the Chrome engine, single multiplayer, distributed by Square Enix.
Ah,
Weird. Did not know that.
Strange. Well, after
wow.
after that struggle, I'm just glad I didn't fail.
I can't
I'm
believe
glad you got it, man, because I would never have got it.
Dead Island, man. Dead Island. Do you even game? Anyways, that's it. I promise. Usually we do much better. So much
Hey,
better.
We got it right.
At
We did good.
everything. We don't start shows with technical difficulties. You
just
know.
blame it on the new guy. He's an asshole.
Yeah, we'll blame it on the new guy. Usually my brain works a little bit better. Anyways, that's the end of our episode. You can find us on Facebook.com/DownrightFierceGaming. You can find us on Twitter at DRF Podcast, Twitch.tv/DRF Podcast. Now, actually, like I said earlier, I got drunk and did some Jackbox with people. I'll probably be trying to do a couple more of those in a little while. Plus, we have a Patreon page, patreon.com/DownrightFierce. You can kick us $2 a month and you get our bonus content 1 week in advance before everybody else does, and it helps us do stuff like this, gets us really cool lights. And then plus, we thank you at the end of the episode. So we want to thank Mark Mayfield. Thank you, Mark Mayfield.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks.
We want to thank Jeff Knight. Love you, Jeff Knight.
Mr. Knight, congratulations on your engagement.
Yep, and I love you too, Mark. And we want to thank Brian Altano for letting us use his music before the episodes, even though he doesn't listen, and
Sweet
Damon
James.
Hatfield for letting us use his music actually, do we use his music anymore?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I think for the bonus content we do. So anyways, thank you, even though you don't listen. Also want to thank our executive producers, Brian Kaminsky and Andrew Kirkendall.
Face kicker.
You can also buy our merchandise on teespring.com/DownrightFierceGaming. And then finally, YouTube. Look us up, Downright Fierce Gaming. We have a lot of really cool videos where we talk to strangers on Omegle. I like that one. That was really funny. Now, finally, we're gonna get serious. I just realized I did not prep you guys. I did prep you guys.
Yes.
We've
Okay.
been prepped.
Yep.
So there is something very serious I want to talk about. Let me make sure. There we go. So my best friend Joe, he and his fiance got engaged last year, and he's been saving to give her the wedding of her dreams. But unfortunately, her father passed away suddenly, very recently. So together they have to pull all their money together to pay for funeral expenses and to travel to Bolivia where her father lived. And especially now that her father has passed, he wants to give her, the wedding of her dreams, and he's not going to be able to walk her down the aisle and stuff. And it's very, it really sucks. It really sucks. So Joe started a GoFundMe page, which is going to be right there. And honestly, I'm trying to do the notes. I don't need notes. One of the cool things about the gaming communities I notice is that we all just kind of, you look at like the 1UP, donation things and the Children's Hospital, 24-hour streams and stuff. I'm not saying exclusively gamers are the best at this, but we're pretty damn good. When people are in need, we know how to help out. So if you're able to, if you're not, it's not a big deal. But if you're able to, kick them a couple bucks. I mean, honestly, if you were thinking about being our Patreon supporter, forget us. Throw them a couple bucks because it's really rough. The stuff they're going through is really rough. So that's that, and honestly, I don't know how to end the episode after doing something so sad.
Hey guys, thanks for listening.
Take care of each other, and make babies.